heard the song earlier and it was
I
stuck in my
fucking
head.
love Frank Sinatra.
Dude,
Oh, he's the best.
You should have one that kind of like goes into a jazzy mood set.
Yeah, I wouldn't
That's what
mind.
I'm saying.
I wouldn't mind some background music, to be honest.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing right
Instrumentals.
now. Instrumentals.
Hey,
Hey,
can't get sentimental with the instrumental. Look out!
who's that one guy that plays? What is that saxophone song? Everybody knows it's from the 80s.
Sexy Sax Man?
No.
Wham?
You talking about Seether?
Talking about Wham?
No,
I don't
you were
ever wanna dance.
You were
again.
talking about it, Lionel Richie. No, was it
Well,
Lionel
that's
Richie?
Lionel Richie sings that song. The
What
hello.
Is it
No, maybe not that song.
And he also sings "It's Easy Like Sunday Morning," which is like my
It's easy
jam.
like Sunday morning.
Yeah, it's the best. I love that jam.
Welcome back to the Half Hour Flower. My name's Chris.
My name's Kyle.
Your boy Jamie.
Back at it again with the white vans.
But none of us have white vans.
Yeah,
None of us have
exactly.
white vans. I got slippers on.
I got house slippies too.
Oh, I'm wearing Nikes.
Oh,
Dude.
It's like you're the odd man out.
I know.
I'm number one.
It's like the only person that has a zipper down
Are
whenever.
those fuzzy socks?
Yes, yeah.
I mean, it's winter. Fair enough.
That's
Dude.
awesome.
I smell like Dove and I have fuzzy socks on.
You're like, I smell like Dove
Women's.
and I
It's
got
done.
fancy socks.
Well, it's the fucking Axe body wash that gives it away.
You use Axe body wash?
Fuck yeah, certain flavors.
I use.
You're not supposed to eat them.
I use this smelly shit that my wife bought. I don't really know what it is.
I'm an Old Spice dude.
You're an Old Spice guy?
okay,
So
I'm-
is he. He likes
with
Old
the
Spice
shea
too.
butter. with
I'm
the
an
shea
Old
butter.
Spice deodorant person.
Same. But like even my body, I use a shea butter one.
I've never used body wash. I've never used.
Shea
I've never
butter.
taken a shower.
taken a shower before.
I don't know what that is.
It would go suiting with this fucking
Do you
This-
just rinse?
jacket I got on here. You like my jacket,
Dude, I love that jacket.
bro?
It's pretty sick.
I like your fucking party shirt too.
I know.
We looking fucking dressed to success right now.
We're going to the Roxbury.
Yep, one night at the Chrisberry
At the basement.
at the basement.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
What
dun,
is
dun, dun.
love? Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
What if mind control existed?
What if they used daily items as a form of mind control? Like say like games, learning games, like say for me what was it?
Or better yet, you just ignited a question to me. What if, like all of our phones or electronics were spying on us? Do you think that that's true?
I think that they have people that monitor certain things. It's like an algorithm. Like if a certain thing stands out, a little ping goes off in an office somewhere, and someone's like, "We gotta look at this guy." That's what he's doing.
Meanwhile,
just
we're just
straight
sitting here on
investment.
Pornhub.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, never mind.
Wrong guy.
One alarm. I'm sure it happens. I mean, they have the right to a certain extent, like the government.
What if
does.
he was into the same porn as you?
He's just like nice.
You just sit there and watch it with you, and
I
then
know he's
and
like,
then-
I need to meet this guy. I bet we would click like that.
I mean,
Let's get a drink
that
together.
would make you feel not so alone.
when all this is said and done.
I mean, if you're looking at some weird shit, I guess.
When all this is
For
said
the
and
people
done,
that are into weird shit, I guess.
you want to get an apartment together?
After
What's your
all
address?
this is said and done, I want to get an apartment together.
We'd be best friends for life, man.
You want to go do karate in the garage?
Actually, I would rather do some taekwondo.
Oh, you're Korean.
You know? Actually, I love different types of like foreign food.
What kind of foreign food?
Dude, anything. Okay, so I like Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, which is very hard to come by in the state of Colorado. It's hard.
real Vietnamese.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean real Asian.
Have you had a
food.
good
I
experience?
guess I'm not.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about this earlier. I've never had real Italian food made by real Italian people. In that same breath, I've never had real Asian food made by real. Well, I don't know. What
I
I,
have,
think,
and
what
it's
I think is
delicious.
Asian food apparently is not really Asian food.
Are
It's
you
like
just judging because the waitresses and waiters are like race oriented, and then you're like,
race oriented?
yeah, like
Like they're super into racing?
No.
It's always a race at those restaurants. It's a fast-paced
I
race.
know, they're fucking
It's a
trying
race
to beat the clock,
to
dude.
success. It's like Hell's Kitchen all over again, man.
Fucking pathetic.
No, I think he's asking if like you go to an Italian restaurant and it's all Asian waitress and staff. Are you like not Asian- it's
You know,
not
I never
Italian
really
food.
actually.
That's why you don't.
I never pay attention. Only
Go
if
to
I go
other
to a
places.
Mexican restaurant. I never really pay attention. Otherwise, like if I go to a Mexican restaurant and I see everyone there working as Mexican, it makes me feel better. 'Cause
Right.
I'm like, I know that like.
You don't want the waitress to come up and be like, "Sir, would you like the pico de gallo?"
Right, right, exactly.
Pico
and
de
then,
gallo?
and then they bring me out some fucking
And a tortilla?
some white people shit.
Yeah.
I've seen
You know
some
what I mean?
fucking like different ass like Mexicans that don't know how to cook, man. Like don't cook Mexican.
Have you ever been treated different because of your race at a restaurant?
Yes.
Really?
There was a time when
Me
I went
too.
to I went to a meat market and I stood in line.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I was
yeah.
I was right behind this guy, and then like he was speaking Spanish
Oh,
to the
is it yours?
guy.
I'm sorry.
He was speaking Spanish to the guy behind the counter, and I was so confused. I was like, "Fuck, how am I gonna approach this?" Whenever I was thinking in my head, "How am I gonna get to this?" When I got up there, so it was my turn, and I sat there and tapped the guy on the shoulder, and I was like, "Hey, can you tell him I want this and this and this in Spanish?" And then so he translated, and the next thing the guy over the counter looks over at me, and he was like, "I speak English," and I'm like, "Fuck." So
Fuck me.
I walked out and left. I just left. I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm done here. Guess I will never show my face for 6 to 12 months."
See what happens. What happens that chaps me a little bit.
What happens?
Is I'll go to Asian restaurants with my girlfriend who's Asian, and we'll sit down and they bring us the silverware, and they always give me a fork, and it pisses me off because I'm like, I can use chopsticks like a motherfucker.
They
Why the
judge. They
hell-
judge you based on.
She doesn't
Yes.
get one. That's
Oh,
the
really?
difference. She won't get a fork.
That's
Dude,
fucked up.
that
For
is
real.
that is so fucked.
You know what's
man.
funny? Every
But
time
then
I
they see me like killing it with the chopsticks and like whatever it is, and they're like, "Fair enough."
every time I go to the grocery store and get like California rolls and shit, I always ask for extra wasabi.
That looks so white though.
And then,
getting California
but
rolls.
I also ask for
At the grocery
chopsticks. I also ask for chopsticks though, and the guys always give me like weird looks. Like,
Right? They look at you like, "You ready for this big one?
yeah, are you sure?
You think you're gonna handle this one?
Do you know what chopsticks
You're just
are?
gonna stab it." I can eat them with them. It's easy.
No, I'm not like super good at using chopsticks, but I can definitely get by.
I would definitely love to buy my own pair.
I
Like,
have
get a set, like
I have
a whole set.
at home.
Oh my god, you got to bring them. Do it like a knife collection that you do at like 12:30, 1 a.m. And it was like, look at these magical motherfuckers, and then on like a rotating table, and then just like trying to sell it. And it was like, this one's $70. I rubbed it on my nipple, and I was like, you like that? Eh? You fucking like
You
that?
fucking like that?
You pick up, you stab, you throw,
Fucking like that?
Yeah, you fucking
start.
like that?
It does everything. You flip, scoop, duck, dodge, dip, dive,
Dodge, dive, duck, dip, dive,
dodge.
dodge.
Dodge twice? Yes.
It's very important to the process.
Hey, what if the world was ending
I'm about. What
And
if
we
I,
get-
what
we
if I
get-
didn't don't spark this blunt? I'm
and
about
we
to
get
spark
a
it.
notification on all cell
You got a
phones?
Shit. Today's podcast is brought to you by Blunts.
Blunts.
Just kidding. That's not a blunt. That's a joint.
LLC.
It is a joint. You can tighten that thing.
It just keeps fucking swinging back and forth. It's not
Wham!
it's
Hits
not
right
windy
in-
down here.
Knocks
like
his
it's
teeth out.
So back to my what if.
Well, I'm sorry. What was the what if?
What if the world was ending? Right? Out of the blue. They kept it from us. In the, last hour, we get a notification on cell phones and all social, like all electronic devices telling us this is happening, and they say the only way that you can survive is we have a way that you can download your consciousness into any game that you have on your platform. And that's the world that you'll live in.
So are you asking what game?
I only have a PS4.
What
I'm not
game
that
would you
advanced.
pick on your platform to
don't
live
pick.
in?
Don't pick GTA either.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm not living
screw
in
that.
GTA.
Nope.
I know which one I'm living in.
Ooh.
Which one would you pick? Like you don't have time to download a new game. It's just
What's
is on
that
your
farm
console.
animal game?
Farm simulator.
Farm Crossing.
Farmers Crossing.
He's gonna be in a millionaire section of being a fucking farm
He's
simulator.
gonna have to just plant
He's
shit all day.
Like, yeah, I get up at the crack of dawn at 3 a.m. and I fucking plant semen.
Oh
That's
yeah,
all.
because we're talking in eternity, right? The world ends.
Right, and I should specify that if you pick like a farming simulator game, everything is gonna have like a grocery store and like it's gonna become like a real reality.
Yeah.
But the physics apply and the rules apply.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
That's
okay.
scary.
So you be in the future?
Fuck yeah.
Some
Do you have a lot
fucking
of-
robot
do you
bitch
have a
with
lot of money on your Cyberpunk profile?
Not yet, but actually, it's a very high graphics game, and it.
Well, sure.
No homo. It puts a load on my system.
We were just talking about how if a leprechaun were to dive into this room right now, we'd fucking freak out. You're telling me that a fucking robot bitch with a mohawk isn't gonna fucking scare the fuck out of you? You're like in this futuristic world.
To be
Yeah.
fair, you're expecting it because you're like, I just jumped into Cyberpunk. Like you don't like reset or anything. You're just like, okay, this is what this is.
I mean, Keanu Reeves told me to go there, and I'm gonna follow the one. I mean,
I'll tell you what game I would go in that I have on my console right now. is
Red Dead 2.
I would go right into Forza.
Red Dead 2.
I would
Forza?
go right into Forza.
Forza.
I have a huge garage. I have every house on the map, and I have $11 million in the account. right
dude.
Damn.
now. I'm good.
I actually have quite
I'm
a bit
fu-
in GTA.
There's no cops.
He makes a
No
living.
cops.
Makes a living off of races.
Yeah, no cops. I've never seen a cop in Forza. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
That's true.
I got all the money. I got every
That's
car you'd
true.
ever want. I got mansions. I got 2 castles.
But you can't
know
do
what I mean?
anything else than drive.
No, like that's what I'm saying. It becomes a reality.
You need a
wherever you go.
Costco.
So like I can go eat.
You need a
I can go
Costco.
to cafes. There's racetracks.
So there's a
everywhere.
Costco in Forza?
Yeah.
Is there a fucking
Whatever
red?
there
Is
is.
there a Red Lobster in Forza?
I hope not.
Yeah,
I hope
Dude,
it's-
that's the only
fuck
way.
Red
I
Lobster.
live by
Dude,
the
fuck
ocean. It
you.
better be coastal mom and pop
just
places.
kidding.
That's the only way to get crabs in public, man.
For the record, I love Red Lobster.
I love Red
okay?
Lobster.
I'm just kidding.
Have you
alright.
tried their lobsteritas? It's a big ass fishbowl margarita that I tried to get 2 of, but they cut me off after the first one. And
Actually, I
once
have.
they're
big blue
so
one?
yes, no,
Their
super
cheddar
big red
biscuits are-
one.
Oh I got the big blue one with like the shot in it.
Oh,
that like
that
hangs in.
sounds delicious.
And like I drank the whole thing really fast, and I was like, "Oh shit, you
Brain
gotta drive
freeze.
home." honey.
Hold my beer, watch this.
Oh, you know what else is good? Just like in general, just going to a restaurant is margaritas. You guys ever get margaritas? Just
Every time.
Frozen though.
every time?
Only
yeah,
frozen.
when they offer like we have a special on a $5 margarita, I'm like, do it.
I fight with myself, and I'm like,
I drink the whole
I'm
thing.
like, my first instinct is to get a beer, but then I'm like, nah, I want to
No,
get a
fuck that.
margarita.
$5 for a
Oh.
margarita?
Yeah.
You're gonna get.
It
fucked up
depends.
off
Some
that
places are
margarita
fucking
more than a beer.
expensive.
If you haven't already, go to like in Colorado, Chewy's or Chai's, like Chewy's. I think that's what they call it, but it's CHUY. It's amazing, dude. They have the best margaritas and chips and salsa. It's so delicious. It's quick Mexican.
They
food
had
in
a thing
great way.
going on at Applebee's when I went there once, and it was if we don't ask you if you want a margarita, then you get a free margarita. And me, it was before I had facial hair. Or
What if
anything.
you're
And
17?
I was like 23, and the girl didn't ask me, and I was like, "Hey, I was just wondering about this special." And she's like, "Can I see your ID?" I gave her my ID, and she was like, "What kind do you want?" You could tell she was like, "Shit." And I was like, "What if it comes out of her check? I feel real bad if it's like that."
probably.
It's a commission for catching underage kids and
So
shit.
I tipped her well because I was like, the way she acted, it's like she was like, "Fuck, like that's gonna come out of my check." Or like
She was
taking out
ready
my
to finish
tips.
you.
I was like, "Damn, sorry, but I got a free drink. It was worth it."
I wouldn't feel bad.
Yeah, it was worth it. Do your job.
Margaritas are fucking delicious.
Frozen only. I only get frozen. That's the only way I get them. I don't ever do like on the rocks.
Really?
And shit like,
I'll
yeah,
do either or. They're delish. I love them.
I like frozen preferably.
You want to hear the name of a really racist drink?
Depends.
Captain Morgan?
It's called an Indian margarita. You know why they're called Indian?
Because it's derived from Indian culture.
Is it like
'Cause they-
William
'cause
William
they-
Knifehawk?
Because they sneak up on you.
Oh, okay. Indian
William Knifeman.
like spears, not dots. Okay. I was thinking dots, and I was like, "Wait, what? They sneak up on you? Is that what they do?"
I was
Then
thinking
those
feathers.
damn dots fucking sneak
I'm
up
right
on you.
behind you. No,
He's all behind you. Thank you. Come again.
Danke. I have to cut that out.
Yeah, we'll leave it in. We'll see what YouTube does to us. Kyle's a raging racist.
That's here nor there. I am not a raging racist. Or
He's just a regular calm racist.
He's just a regular
I'm
racist.
your average. I'm your average Joe, 9 to 5 racist.
I'm just kidding. For the record, Kyle is not a racist.
True.
He's dating an Asian girl.
Correct.
Wait, does that give you like privileges to not being racist?
Yeah, you're dating
Yeah.
a different ethnicity.
I lived with white people all
I mean,
my
I guess
life.
you could be. You
and
could
I've
be
been
racist.
Mexican.
You could be racist towards a specific group of people. But I feel like racist people wouldn't date anything outside of their race because they have.
Oh yeah, probably not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
And if they do, they probably think they're lesser than them, and it's like an abusive
so the
relationship.
odds of someone being
Well, they
racist
were
towards
the KKK.
the odds of someone being
Hostage.
racist towards like black people is probably lower if they date somebody outside of their race, or not even black people, Mexicans or anybody.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Does like Australian women count, or is that just like a place of origin?
Australian women,
Yeah,
that's not a race.
it's just a place of origin.
Yeah, that's just a place of. They're just
I mean,
from
that's
Australia.
just British people that. I mean,
But-
Australians are just inmates from like the UK.
What
Yeah.
is their language considered? Like, it's not just Australian. It's like
Yeah,
what
it is.
is it? Just that?
Yeah.
So we identify them just for their own individual
Aussies.
language as an individual
They don't have
continent.
necessarily individual language unless you're talking about the
I mean, like,
originals there.
like it's like an English Australian accent.
well, they
Is
have a lot of
Australian a
slang.
race? We need to look this.
It's not
shit
a
up.
race. It's really white people
I
and
don't
like
even know.
Aborigines.
You got your phone? We should Google if Australian is a race. I don't think it
It's
is.
not a race. I promise you, it's not a race.
But if you want to get technical, African American is locational.
Because they only come from there, like sort
No,
of anyway.
They come
right?
from everywhere. America, everywhere. There's black
That's where they
people everywhere.
originate. That's where their race originated. Just like we come from like Northern Europe, right?
Is
Came from the Dallas Cowboys.
I came
Stadium.
from 7-Eleven.
Google's gonna think I'm fucking high. Is Australian
Is it wrong?
a race?
It's gonna think I'm high because it's gonna think you're me.
He's gonna think you're me.
Apparently, I'm not the only one that's Googled this.
What if Google knew that you were him?
For
and you
most
were-
Australians, several or all of these connected exist are collectively the source of their being Australian. Australian law does not provide for a racial or ethnic component or of nationality, instead relying on citizenship as legal status. So they don't. They're not a race, I guess.
No, just like American isn't a race.
Chris.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Chris, you
Native
should
Americans.
definitely research how many toes does an alligator have.
12
Oh, you have
on
the
the
phone,
front,
bro.
12 on the back.
You got the phone. How many?
Lock in your answers.
5 toes. According to
20.
Smithsonian's National Zoo, they have 4 short legs. The front legs have 5 toes, while the back legs have only 4 toes.
What?
What the fuck? I was
They have
just curious.
19 toes?
I was just
18.
curious. 18
toes.
That's so fucking
But
weird.
I learned something new every day.
We
So
have more toes.
alligators have more toes in the front than they do the back.
Yeah, but we have more toes.
Yeah, but they run faster.
They have more teeth.
Yeah.
Well, obviously,
With no
they have
toothbrush.
bigger mouths. Their whole body's like a mouth.
how you
with a
gonna
tail.
have? How you gonna have all them teeth but no toothbrush?
Yeah.
How
Exactly.
you gonna have
The
all them
medulla oblongata.
teeth? Wow, I didn't know that. That's fucking crazy.
I was just curious.
The
That's
more
nuts.
you know.
Yeah.
It's also one of those what ifs. Like, and like, oh no.
That's a
There's
wild.
a-
What is the purpose of having an extra toe as an alligator?
In the front
Yeah,
for handling.
for handling what? All they do is gator roll.
Well, that way they have more like while they're on their front feet. You know what I mean?
Kyle, Chris, I got one for you. What if what we known as science and understand like our entire life and said our body is cells, what if the understanding of our scientific way of learning is totally opposite of what we were supposed to learn?
I wouldn't be shocked. I would be
Like this be like this is a common cold and be like, no, that's fucking diarrhea. No.
Oh. Are you saying if like the world just like shit itself?
Not just like that, but just like all diseases that everything that we understood, like it has a total different meaning. Everything from a cough all the way to a sneeze, all the way to allergies.
What do you mean by a different
like an understanding.
Are you
Okay,
saying like the vocabulary's just switched around?
no, just
Or-
the idea of a definition, understanding a word for what we call it, identifying something. Like say,
Well, we only call
um,
it something because of what it is, typically.
so what if okay, a good example. What if we call skateboarding is a form of hovering, like in a different way, but it's used in different terminology.
Like glide.
Yeah, there's like
Wooding?
glide is supposed to mean skating, and like say pooping is supposed to mean evacuation of all food known to man.
I think what you're saying is like if everything was just kind of like askew in like what we understood and called it, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I would
So
if
instead
that's
of,
how it was, because the words derived from like another word, from another word, from another word, I don't think we'd know the difference because
So
we'd just be like, that's just what it is.
So the first person who wrote the dictionary, like we had to go off of his word the rest of it, like our lives. What if he was
yeah,
wrong?
That's human.
What if he was wrong?
It doesn't matter because it's right now.
Are you sure
Like,
it's
it
right?
is what it is, right?
Yeah, and do you know English?
I think I do.
Then
sometimes.
it works.
No. There's been times where I have been super drunk and I just sit there and just.
That's not English's fault.
That's still gibberish. That's gibberish, which is a form of
pudding pop.
English.
Give me that pudding pop. Give me that
You were Bill Cosby?
You got the cert on, man.
At what point did you turn into Bill Cosby?
I can also do Donald Duck.
Don't.
No, they're not ready.
I've had
for,
fun.
for
I say you do it.
they're not ready for Donald's
Do it.
just greatest Christmas hits.
Let's hear it.
Hello. I just wanted to say thank you.
How was that?
Seeing your face when you do it is what makes it. Because it doesn't match. It doesn't match the emotion. coming
It's
from
not
the voice at
supposed
all.
to because I'm Mexican. I'm just getting cut.
Donald Duck doesn't discriminate.
Actually, Donald
Disney,
actually
don't sue
wears
us.
he wears a short blue vest. I mean, like how much weirder can you get than that?
Are you assuming he's a Crip?
He's part of the
Ooh.
gang. I mean, him and Mickey.
Donald Duck?
Well, him, Mickey,
He's
and
wearing blue?
Mickey and Goofy have always had something like a trio of fighting,
Okay,
like
so
a
then you
war,
think
like
they
a
got-
turf
They
war.
got something going on.
Like
Like,
a-
they're part of the Crips.
Disney turf
It's a
war.
metaphor
It's a
for
Disney
gang
turf
violence.
war. Yes, it's also a keyword for sex.
Wait, what? Whoa.
The more you
Which
know.
word?
The
Which
more you
word?
know.
Which
The more
word
you
is the
know.
key word? Disney. Disney.
What if fucking Walt Disney was able to be unfroze? Would you be frozen? Would you freeze yourself if you knew that you had the ability to unfreeze yourself later?
You know, the dilemma I have with that is like if you did freeze yourself, you probably wouldn't want to freeze yourself super old.
Yeah,
Because when you got unfrozen, you want like
you want more life.
some time, right?
Yeah,
So, but the issue with that is like I don't want to freeze myself like when I'm 35, and then like something happens on the world, like it blows up before like they can unfreeze me.
what if one ball is bigger than the other, and you're like, "Damn it! I wasn't supposed to get frozen in this time. It was supposed to be when I was at my prime." Like Brad Pitt looking motherfucker.
But if you wait till you're 99 and then you do it like on your deathbed, then like you wake up and you have like a week.
Yeah, you have 2 days to live.
But also,
My vape at?
what if at that point where you get unfrozen, they can like return, you know, youth, and you can just be 20 again.
Ooh,
Ooh.
You don't know, right? So it's like the gamble you play when you do it old. So I might do it old just because it's like I don't want to waste my life here frozen. Something happens, and then if I do wake up and it's like hundreds of years in the future, I'd be like, they could probably do something.
Elon,
Yeah.
Elon,
At least
I
download
trust
me into
you.
a robot or something.
Show me that Tesla love and freeze me in the correct way and unfreeze me back on Mars.
Well, look, I'm trying to find my. Oh, it's right there.
What if you got to take a trip to Mars before you die?
I would love it.
Like in
I-
50 years, you can do like a thing where they cryogenically freeze you, like put you in hypersleep for like
good.
like however long it takes to get there.
I'm already gonna
I'm good.
die, dude. Like, let me see what the rest of the
wouldn't
life
go?
brings.
I don't even like riding in an airplane. What the fuck
know,
makes
but-
you think I
Oh,
want to
okay.
ride
listen,
to
but
places?
Oh, okay. That's different.
Here's what I'm
then.
saying. Like, you ever been to a new state for the first time, and you're driving around, and you have that feeling of like wonder of like you're not familiar with anything. Now imagine that times like 100 because you'd be on another fucking planet, and like you'd feel so far away from home because you realize that you're like you wouldn't be able to see Earth. Wouldn't that freak you out? Like you couldn't see Earth. You'd be so far.
Yeah, that would freak me the fuck out.
You'd be like, whoa, I'm small. I think it'd be cool.
That'd be a really great experience.
Yeah, it'd be nuts. It'd be life changing.
Headphone keeps going.
And then you just go back like a week later or something. You go back to Earth and you're like, I'm
But-
better than you.
I feel like we're hanging on to technology that we're not ready for yet.
Oh,
Like say
like
time
AI.
like time speed and all that, like going through time and space. Like we know how to zip through like our black holes. We consider them dangerous. We tell the world that they're dangerous, but they're actually like hidden portals that we could use to zip through and get back to. And just they're the ones that are in our universe that are sitting there, and they're just ways for us to get back quicker.
I mean, they could be through time and space, or they could be dimension to dimension.
No.
Either way, we
What
don't
if?
know. You know,
What if though?
Dun 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 dun.
What if?
This summer, to a theater near you,
One man must stand to make a difference.
Tortilla man.
little tortilla boy.
Tortilla man in space.
What did I say earlier? I fucked it up. Or you were like, you sound backwards as fuck. What was it? It was
Fuck, I don't remember.
I was like, I don't remember what I fucking said.
I know, but it
I
was,
was like when you
wrong.
say something and it just comes out completely wrong.
like all the words are there, but you say it fucking weird. You know what I
Oh, that's fucked up.
mean? What if that's you just having a stroke?
Dude, I think about that. I'm so afraid to have a stroke.
You know that there's a thing called mini strokes,
Don't fucking tell me that.
and you have them.
Not
within-
right now.
You have.
Not right now.
Potato.
It's when you go in the pool and you swim like a T-Rex. It has nothing to do with anything with the brain. Quit being a dinosaur and get a fucking job. Oh, classics.
I just watched Step Brothers the other night.
Me too.
Dude.
Dude, it's one of those movies it'll for
I
us,
will always
it's like our
remember
parents'
it.
airplane.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like, we're going to tell our kids, you should watch Step Brothers. You probably like it.
Airplane's a little out there. I still like old movies too, though. I think there's a beauty in old movies that you don't really find in new movies. You know what I mean?
There's like innocence and arrogance. Like, they're innocent to what they're saying.
Yeah,
But what they're saying a lot of times is just like, it's funny.
yeah.
But you know, like nowadays, you just know it wouldn't fly at all.
Yeah, none of that.
You're like,
shit.
oh no, if you said that now, you'd
none
get
of that
canceled.
shit. Yeah, none of that shit would fucking fly.
Yeah, there'd be a
McFly.
GoFundMe. Yeah, there's a bunch of old comedies. You're like, you hear a joke, and you're like, well, because it's like either like really racist.
Do you think
or
that
sexist,
like
and you're
Back to the Future is gonna be considered a classic, like in 15 years?
No, you know what I
20
think
years?
it's gonna be in the future is it's gonna be like something that a 7th grade science teacher puts in his class and goes, "This is what it's a comedy about time travel."
Forrest Gump.
Because like it's
They're
so
gonna put Forrest
wrong,
Gump.
you know
They're
what I mean? They figured it out by then, and they're just like, "Look what these idiots! Look what they thought happened! Look at it! Look at 88 miles an hour! Can you imagine? Look at that! You know, like, I feel like
We
that's
go
what it's gonna be like.
120, man.
Yeah, like they'll pull a clip on YouTube to show their class like this is how it doesn't work. We're going to 1984. You know, like I don't know. That's how I think it's gonna be.
I don't know. I think I definitely think we should have flying fucking cars by now. This is bullshit.
I mean, we do, but they're concept and they're kind of like
No, they sell them, but they
super
actually
expensive.
Oh,
Super expensive.
Josh was telling me that he saw a person in a Tesla driving. The car was driving itself.
Yeah, they have autopilot.
Oh yeah, shit,
That's
yeah.
fucking. Can we talk about that for a minute?
So first of all,
So you could get drunk and just let the car drive and be like, no, it was him driving.
What do you?
no. First of all,
what's up with that?
We're all
Listen,
thinking
listen,
that.
What's up with that?
We're all
Listen,
thinking
listen,
it.
What's the rules around that?
We're all thinking
What is the
here's
rules
thing.
around auto driving and being drunk?
Here's the thing that people don't realize. So Tesla is just like any other car with like adaptive cruise control or any self kind of driving deal. If you're not touching the steering wheel ever so often, it will give you an alert and it will like pull over if you don't touch it. Now, the people that are sitting in the passenger seat and is driving, or someone's asleep and it's like driving, you know how you can jailbreak an iPod?
Yeah.
You can do similar things to a Tesla
What?
if you really know what you're doing. So like the people that do that, I'm pretty sure they override like a safety protocol that's in like the coding that they can just like do and say that it's working, but it's not. Like the touch thing on the steering wheel, and it just does what it does.
What if there's like a cop riding
like,
your ass the whole time?
Elon
just
Musk even will
watching
say
you?
like you can't just like let it go. Like you have to like be touching it and like interacting with it.
have a
can't just let it
timer
go.
go off
So
on
they're
like a watch.
jailbreaking it. So those people that you're watching that like get in those accidents, like
Dude,
You're a
what
dick.
in what fucking world do we live? Dude, we're in the fucking future. People are jailbreaking fucking cars.
that's what I'm saying. Imagine back when we were kids. Do you remember about the car that came out like the year you were born? For me, it was 1993. It's like a Mark IV Toyota Supra. That's how old I am. As old as that shit. You know what I mean? Imagine you can't do shit to that car. What are you gonna do?
Oh, what a fucking world.
It's a-
So do you think 9/11 was a setup?
I guess in a way, sort of. I think it was just a series of events that knew it was leading to that outcome. And I plead the fifth.
You're like, I don't want to be taken out.
Here nor there.
The government's gonna take you out, bud.
Yeah. That's why you don't say too much. I've seen John Wick.
I've never actually seen John Wick.
Get
what
out.
the fuck,
I've
dude?
never seen it.
Dude,
You know what people tell me the same thing about is Game of Thrones.
cut this out. Cut
I've
it
never
out.
seen Game of Thrones.
Shit's boy. Jesus, dude.
I watched the
come on.
first like 3 episodes and I was kind of like, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. So like that's my standard and I just
Have you seen
Yeah.
didn't
Spartacus?
do it. I have not, no. I've seen Sparta, like 300.
Spartacus is like a 300 type of like TV show, like Game of Thrones type of TV show.
Yeah.
Super badass, like fighting the gore, and it's getting nasty.
It's nasty.
It's such as nasty as Game of Thrones, you nasty bitches. You fucking like that?
You fucking like that?
I'm going to throw up.
I'm gonna throw up.
Brennan, no. Dale.
So is that your inhaler?
That is my inhaler. Want to take it for a spin? Or?
It's gonna mess me up.
Hold your breath, find out.
But you hold that on his cow? You got the fucking inhaler over there?
Have you seen the THC inhalers that they make?
No.
No, it's literally, it's
Really?
just like this, but instead of red right here, it's like green. Or no, it's black, and this part's green.
What?
Yeah, and it has like 1,000 milligrams of THC in each little deal.
We are
So
living
one puff like fucks you up,
I
in the
want one.
fucking future.
I want one
right?
so
They,
bad.
they were like literally a $100, but I never got one. But I was asking about it. I was like, that's pretty
I
cool.
wonder if that would fuck up. Does it have? Oh, it's just THC and air,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
so it's not like doesn't have.
it's not an actual inhaler. You need a
Right.
prescription for that shit.
Right.
Somebody mistakes it.
That would be cool, like an inhaler that has weed in it.
If somebody brings you the inhaler, though, the weed inhaler, when you're having an asthma attack.
Yeah,
I have an emergency one at my house.
it
Your friend has it.
I'm just super high now. Now I'm paranoid.
so alive.
I feel so alive.
Dude, being high as fuck in an asthma attack would suck.
dude.
Just,
I would imagine that's like what it's like to be high on an airplane.
oh,
Because
yeah.
I've been high on an airplane, but I've never had asthma.
Yeah,
like
same.
that.
Same
Dude, you
panic
had a
attack
bad
type of way.
experience then if you've been
Oh, dude,
that high.
I fucking it's dude.
Dude, I love
I can't even
heights
tell you.
and-
Like Danielle can tell you, I turned like different shades of color, dude. I fucking
Different shades of white.
dude. I was like turning green and shit. I'm sure.
Ew.
Damn.
It was just like, oh, I can't do that. Fucking, it
Dude.
just makes me like,
I can imagine, like, just when you say turbulence, and I like imagine myself in that situation. I'm just
oh,
like,
it's awful.
I get anxiety just thinking about
And
it.
and I look around at everybody else, and everyone's just all normal. I'm like, we are gonna die.
like reading books. Like,
Like, dude, the worst that happens is that we die. But
What if you're on an airplane and the fucking thing, like, what if something happens? What if the fucking turbulent, like, I mean, obviously the one of the, like, you know, I thought about this. What if the one of the wings fell off? But that wouldn't happen. But like, what if one of the engines start, you know, I don't know. I'm so.
I become Nicolas Cage and I fly that son of a bitch all the way to the fucking ground.
Like Con Air.
Yeah, hell yeah. All Con Air, man. I fucking fly it,
I
man.
fucking fly.
You ever seen that movie?
Yes.
Nicolas
it's a
Cage is so
great
funny in that
movie.
movie, bro. He's like, I don't believe so. He talks like slow Southern, like almost like Lenny from Mice and Men. he sounds stupid, man.
Lenny.
He sounds stupid, man. It's so funny. It's
Sorry.
such a good '80s movie, man. And you know, it's funny. Lenny's in that movie. Actually, he's the bad guy.
That's funny.
Have you seen Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
No.
No.
You have to.
Is it good?
Yes.
Or is
It's-
it like bad?
No,
but, like, good?
it's very good for a really bad timing to produce it. It's one of those times like when what was it? Critters. When Critters came out, and like the time when Leprechaun, and then what was it? Have you seen the Killer Snowman?
No. Have you seen Lamageddon?
Llama
Dude,
Kid.
Dude, go on Tubi. I think it's on. Excuse me. I think it's on Tubi
Have
or
you seen-
Peacock, and they're both free services.
Velociraptor.
Velocipaster.
Do we have
Velocipaster?
Velocipaster?
That's what you meant to say.
I've never seen that, but you were telling me about that. I want to watch that.
So
shit.
horrible,
Dude,
man. Don't
We
watch
watched.
it.
Fuck,
Please
what did
don't.
we
Me and my
watch?
girl watch shitty movies all the time like that just to make fun of them.
Oh,
It's so funny.
Cop Shark, or no?
No.
No. I'm sorry. Wolf Cop.
Oh, there's probably a Wolf
Wolf
Cop.
Cop. Have you seen Wolf Cop?
I haven't
Starring
seen it.
Kevin
It's
James.
fucking. It's straight silly.
Dude, there's like alligator shark versus like python
They're like in the.
snake.
But you're a wolf. He's like, and a cop.
No,
What the fuck?
Have you seen Kong Fury?
No.
With
What is it?
Triceracop. His partner is like a dude with like a Triceratops head.
What the
And his name's Triceracop. He's like this kung fu dude, and it's super 80s like set, but it was made way after, you know. It's gold. If you ever get a chance to watch Kung Fury, like watch. It's only like 35 minutes, and it's like the best thing you've ever seen. It's so fucking funny. He's like, there's like velociraptors with lasers, and they have like laser eye shooting things because he goes back in time. It's so stupid. It's so good though.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those movies, you know.
Oh, we're just about out of time here. Don't forget to check out our Patreon, guys. Fucking
Check it out.
Drop a like, comment, share.
There it is.
Get
There
it.
it is. It's
Yeah.
right there.
Fucking get it.
Get it.
Um,
You only have one choice, is to get it.
From our basement to yours.
Gang, gang.
Have
Peace.
a good night.
Have a good night.
Night night. Keep your butthole tight.